guys want to care to explain why you're out here protesting Walmart?
All the factories have been closed because of that.
Yeah.
All right.
All the American jobs have been lost because of that.
It's shipped overseas.
All about that.
You know what? It's not the cost, because by the time they ship everything back, it ends up costing just the same or more.
Well, that is not how I have ever heard that business explained. If you're shipping something from China, you're doing it because it costs less to ship it than to make it here, and it costs more to make it here because of regulations, taxes, and the cost of labor.
Regulations, no.
No, so you don't think that the regulations from the EPA that are shutting down 200 coal-fired power plants aren't affecting people's jobs? You don't think that the regulations in Obamacare that are causing restaurants like Denny's to cut their workers' hours to under 30 hours a week isn't costing people?
What are you preaching to the wrong people here? We think Obamacare is the best thing that's happened in years.
Yep, should be expanded.
Expanded into what?
Into a single-payer health care for everybody.
You want socialized medicine.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Well, I want to know why you guys are out here protesting Walmart. Because I don't quite frankly understand what your complaint is.
We want to be able to buy local. People buy local. You get to buy local.
Buy local. There are 100 shops here on East State Street in Rockford. The folks can shop at any one of them. Target's a block and a half away. Best Buy's over that way. There's all kinds of stores around here. Nobody's forced to come to Walmart.
You shop at?
Say again?
Those are the types of stores that you shop at?
I don't shop at any of the stores. I buy off the internet.
Do you buy local vendors?
I buy off the internet. So whoever's online has got the best deals who I shop from. Well, that's the thing. Why are different companies making their products in China? That's your guys' complaint.
Exactly.
Why are they? Taxes, regulations, and the cost of labor. That's why they have to make the products overseas so they can make a profit. Without profits, no business. No business, no jobs.
That way, if you buy that,
corporation over there. There's a medium corporation over there. There are 100 different little shops over that way. The primetime video guys over there are a local shop.
There's thousands of businesses that are American-owned and they make American products. Why don't we buy from them? If we're going to support our system, let's buy from the very people who we own.
Well, that's the thing. The folks can. Those folks want to buy from Walmart. Those folks want to buy from Target.
Corporations have one thing in mind. It's only profits. It's not
Like, exactly. Without profits, they aren't in business. If they're not in business, they don't employ anybody. If nobody's employed, they're unemployed.
If you don't want to believe that, and even what the corporations give us,
That's basic economics.
No, that's unchecked capitalism is what that is.
Well, you got a problem against capitalism?
I have unchecked capitalism, yes, it's very bad.
And what would be unchecked about capitalism? The folks are free to shop at wherever they want. They're free to buy whatever they want.
Very true.
This gentleman's going to take the video and modify it.
I know.
Modify it. I'm going to post what you guys are
Are
saying.
you with the Tea Party folks?
I was a political blogger before I joined the Tea Party.
Yeah, okay. The thing is, we're all together. You need to join us. We're all should be part of this system to make America better.
Well, if you don't like Walmart, don't buy from them. Go buy from one of the dozen of other shops here on East State Street.
But I will stand up to their practices and labor.
All right. Well, I guess if you don't like the way Walmart treats its workers, nobody is forcing people to apply at Walmart. Nobody's forcing them to accept the job offers. Nobody's forcing them to stay there. They can go apply at Denny's over there.
Look into it and investigate. Okay, that's all I'm asking.
Well, if you don't like unfair capitalism, may I suggest you read and watch the videos of Milton Friedman.
Okay, I know Milton Friedman too, yeah. And there are things that we can all agree on, and this is where we need to get together. We have strength in numbers, so don't separate yourself from us, join us.
Yeah, no thanks.
And we'll join you. That's the whole idea.
All right, then you'll join me in trying to get the federal tax code reform to the flat tax or the fair tax?
Yes, of course. That's what we're all part of the same system.
Chad, you realize what you're saying is he's going to do this.
Editing. I'm going to post this almost completely straight up.
We're all part of the same system, and we want to work together to solve these problems.
All right, what's one of the problems you guys...
We're not against you. We're for you. You know, we're for you, and we're trying to all work together to help those folks in here, the people out here, make the decisions that we need to make correctly.
Well, this is a free nation. They can freely choose to do whatever they want.
And that's why you're here, and that's why we're here, so we're all one and the same. I don't disagree with that. We're just trying to inform people about practices. If they investigate it, then maybe they'll understand a little bit more. But a lot of people don't investigate. You do because you're a concerned American. We do too. We're concerned Americans as well.
And they're concerned shoppers who are looking for the best deal.
Concerned shoppers looking for the best deal, and that's what a lot of the corporations rely upon, is that people don't look beyond that. They only look as consumers, not as citizens. You're a citizen. I'm a citizen. These guys are citizens. Why? The Tea Party people are citizens. We're trying to look and find the best solutions to the problems that are out there. We're on your side.
All right. You guys have problems with Walmart. What do you think some of the solutions are?
Some of the solutions is for the management to negotiate and work with their workers, with their people who are working.
Give every
You know,
$5 wage.
They could help a lot of people. It's like Ford. He gave his guys a working wage so that they could buy his cars. It's a very logical approach. What's happened in a lot of the system is that we become greedy, the corporations, and also people, to get the best deal they can. Well, the best deal isn't always the best thing in the long run.
Yeah, about greed. Milton Friedman had a very classic exchange with Phil Donahue back in the 70s about that. I recommend you find that video on YouTube and watch it.
When you see around the globe the maldistribution of wealth, the desperate plight of millions of people in underdeveloped countries, when you see so few haves and so many have-nots, when you see the greed and the concentration of power within, did you ever have a moment of doubt about capitalism and whether greed's a good idea to run on?
Well, first of all, tell me, is there some society you know that doesn't run on greed? You think Russia doesn't run on greed? You think China doesn't run on greed? What is greed? Of course, none of us are greedy. It's only the other fellow who's greedy. The world runs on individuals pursuing their separate interests. The great achievements of civilization have not come from government bureaus. Einstein didn't construct his theory under order from a bureaucrat. Henry Ford didn't revolutionize the automobile industry that way. In the only cases in which the masses have escaped from the kind of grinding poverty you're talking about, the only cases in recorded history are where they have had capitalism and largely free trade. If you want to know where the masses are worst off, it's exactly in the kinds of societies that depart from that. So that the record of history is absolutely crystal clear, that there is no alternative way so far discovered of improving the lot of the ordinary people that can hold a candle to the productive activities that are unleashed by a free enterprise system.
Why is it we have so many millionaires and everything in the United States, and we still have so many impoverished people who try to get up into the world? Why is it we have this lack of money where people who can't support themselves decently and get a decent job, where all these big men are up on top making oodles and oodles of money? They don't need it. They can only eat that much, sleep in the bed.
And what do you suppose they do? If they don't eat it and don't use it, what do you suppose they do?
They hoard it. They
what do you
hoard
mean
it
they
and
hoard it?
invest
You mean
it.
they put it under their pillows?
That's right. No, they keep investing it.
Investing it in what?
That's right. Yeah.
What are they invested in?
Well, in oil and everything, where, I mean, all these other people who are
What are they invested in? Don't get off the subject.
No.
What are they invested in?
Well, they invested in a lot of different things that the little people need.
Well, do they invest it in factories?
Yes.
Does some of that money end up in machines?
Yes.
Do those factories and machines provide ordinary working people with jobs or not? What do you suppose the productivity of this country would be and of the wage rate would be if the total amount of capital in this country today was what it was 100 years ago? Where do you suppose the improvements in productivity come from except from the investment by people of their savings? But let me go to your fundamental question. First place, nirvana is not for this world. There is no paradise. Of course we've got a lot of people who are poorly off. But if you look at it over time, if you get a sense of proportion, the well-being of ordinary people has been the main thing that has been improved by economic progress and economic growth and development. And most residual hard cases of poverty today are the result, again, of a failure of government. Why do we have a black teenage unemployment rate in 30 to 40%? Because of two failures of government. One, a failure to provide decent schooling, which is a governmental responsibility. Has been, whether it should be or not, it has been. And second, because of a minimum wage rate, which prevents those kids who haven't had decent schooling from getting jobs at low pay at which they can earn the skills on the jobs that would enable them to rise to higher pay. If you look at the sources of poverty, you will find most of them are derived from what I regard as wrong-headed government policies.